Mistakes sometimes occur in translation." "Why do your notes need translating?" "I write them in Aramaic. It's a 3,000-year-old language, so I have to make up a lot of words." "But you change things around," said Simon helplessly. "The Leicester Square vampire, for example. I've read at least 3 accounts of that particular investigation, all of them quite different." "That's because there's my version, the official version, and the truth." "And you hold information back." Simon raised his eyebrows and index finger to a waiter who, being French, ignored him. "For example, why won't you admit your age to anyone?" "Because at my age you only admit it to your doctor. It takes me so long to scroll down to my year of birth on computers that I start to wonder if they'll actually have it. Are you sure there's still a market for my memoirs?" "Oh, absolutely," said Simon with conviction. "These are strange times, and readers need to be taken out of themselves." "I suppose in a world of click-bait and slut-shaming, my little anecdotes are charmingly anachronistic." Bryant didn't actually know what those things were. He had heard someone at work mention them. Simon felt a frown furrowing his brain and fought it back. "Then I dare say we'll soldier on with another volume, if you can stand it. It was terribly unfortunate that your previous biographers had such rotten luck." "What with one being murdered, you mean?" said Bryant. Slouched back in his chair, he appeared about to vanish beneath the table. His fringe was white and vertical, his azure eyes as round as buttons. The editor felt as if he was having lunch with a teddy bear. "Ah, the murder. That was a bit of a sticky wicket." Simon caught the waiter's eye again and tried to magnetize him. "None of us expected her to up stumps and retire to the pavilion like that. Still, the innings isn't over yet, is it?" "We never played cricket at school," said Bryant, who had hardly ever attended school, let alone played a competitive sport. "Oh, right." Simon assumed everyone had played for their county at least once, so Bryant's remark made no sense to him. "I can't write the memoirs myself," said Bryant. "I tend to wander off." "We'll have to find you someone who can." He returned to the safer ground of the wine list. "They do have a rather pleasing Crow's Hermitage here, young but robust," he added, before realizing that his lunch companion was neither. The waiter finally dragged himself over and took the wine order. Bryant looked about while his editor discussed the wine in flawless French. The restaurant was a mahogany funeral parlour, swathed in brocaded crimson curtains, dimly lit by Art Nouveau lamps. It served its steaks rare and its puddings well done, and if you didn't like it, you probably went to a comprehensive school and jolly well needed to learn some manners. Simon tucked in his napkin immaculately, but somewhat prematurely, an indication that he had attended a boarding school. "I was wondering if you had a subject in mind for a follow-up volume, something that would really raise your batting average. You must have a nice juicy crime up your sleeve, an investigation that you've never been able to talk about, one of those cases that took place in the days before psychological profiling or counselling." He broke open a pensionable bread roll. "If you couldn't come to the crease with a first-class game, we might take the Ashes with this one." "Phones," said Bryant, exploding his bread and swathing it in butter. "I'm sorry?" "You said before psychological profiling or counselling. For us, it was phones. They changed everything. Policing is about evidence, finding out what's real or false."